Hello guys, and welcome to episode 122 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Von Carstein on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be moving on from Harganith, and I believe we were deciding whether or not to attack Grond with both the armies or just one. I think we're probably going to end up doing it with both, because Isabella is quite reliant on her march stance in order to get there. I don't think she can get there in normal stance, no. So we're very much reliant on Millen to start the siege and then have Isabella followed up. Now recently the Festag update came out for Warhammer 2 Total War, and basically what I didn't realise at the time was that it removes all of your skill points, or a lot of them at least, because there have been a lot of changes to the skill trees in order to update them and make them more relevant. But I have had to roll back in order for that to not be the case, so it's kind of awkward, and I'm probably going to try and speed up the recording of this series. I might end up recording like a lot of episodes in advance, so apologies if I can't take into consideration your suggestions as much, but I really want to try and get this campaign out of the way as quickly as possible now, since I am actually playing on an old patch. Playing on a current patch kind of breaks the game, so yeah, it sucks, but it means that I'm probably going to be recording it in advance quite a bit, as I do want to start my Chaos campaign. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. We'll have Milland just charge towards Grond. We'll have Isabella follow him, and we will make that attack. One thing I did just realise that I didn't notice before was that army in Grond is a lot of cavalry. Look how many Doomfire Warlocks that is. So depending on the map, that might actually be a really good thing. If it's one of those small settlements, it will work out very well. This isn't actually too bad. But we will want to open up both gates, because that way I can get my Blood Knights in, and Blood Knights will be really useful against Doomfire Warlocks and Dark Riders when we're on the ground. Getting over the walls though could be pretty difficult. Our Graveguard are not very healthy. But anyway, let's fight this on the bottom. Let's go. So yeah, with the new patch, Milland and both Isabella would be basically really bad. Especially Isabella. Isabella lost so many points from the new update, so I did definitely have to roll back. But it's okay, we can keep playing on the old patch for a while with this campaign. It should be fine. It's just really sort of jarring that I have to keep switching between them. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to deploy all of my Blood Knights initially over on the left side, so they don't get struck by the towers. Then we're going to have the Vargolf and the Mortis Engine go for the gates with Volker. We will have all these chaps climb the walls. I'm probably going to have the two healthiest go up the center, and then we'll have the other ones on the flanks. And I'm even tempted to just not send them up the walls. Like these units here, just like not put them on the walls. Okay, well, we have a couple of Terrorgeists. They can do some damage. Let's start the deployment, start the battle, and see what we can do. So we're gonna go like so. And I'll have the Ken Race come up to the walls as well. Actually, the Ken Race can be the ones to put the ladders up. And we'll have the Graveguard follow up. These guys, will have them start moving that direction. But the main thing is to get my Terrorgeists over here. And we're going to fire into the side of probably the Dark Shards on top of this wall. Okay. And we need to make sure that these vampires get over here as soon as possible. And the rest of the infantry. Alright, so I want to probably put a breath attack into the far dark shards there. And we'll put one into the close dark shards as well. Okay, whatever. We'll just put it in the closer ones. And then I'll have the Terrorgeist join Milland. Okay, let's get the infantry over here. The Blood Knights can chill over here. We need to get the Vargeists here, and I'm going to have the Vargolfs go for the gate. The Mortis Engine. I might have this Vargolf actually go hit on the other gate, so that we do open that eventually. Let's get some invocations onto the Canries. Okay, up we go. So we're going to have these guys just like slam down into the Dark Shards with shields here. Should have Isabella and stuff come in here as well. Because of the like Undeath Resurgent, it's like just really useful. Put minus melee attack down. Good. Let's put down the extra melee attack. And I think I might have him take off. Taking quite a bit of damage. Like if I can put another attack into like the Blackguard, that would be good. And we'll heal him up. Right, how's the gate doing? And these Vargolfs aren't actually attacking the gate. Has the gate been opened for us? No. No idea what all of that sound is about though. There is some seriously loud stuff going on that wall. It's like the Black Arc attacks, I think. Bring over the Crypticals. Completely forgot about those. Alright, let's just smashing things on the walls. That's good. Just messing around with these bits at the bottom. Can she use his Undeath Reception again? Not quite yet. That's fine. Good that we've done a lot of damage there. Just got to get these gates open and start charging people down. Let's just get in and attack the Shades with dual weapons. And we'll get some of these Blood Knights over here. We'll get some Blood Knights over here. That way we can start doing a lot of damage. Also we can actually get the infantry inside. That's something we're going to want to do. Honestly, what I might be able to do is get a really nice Vortex spell on some of this cav. I might try and do that. Actually, if I have the Terrorgeist take off, I can use this breath attack onto the Doomfire Warlocks. Which is fine. See how that's doing. Okay, it is kind of destroying quite a lot of them, which is nice. Dive down with him. Alright, whatever, I'm just going to buff them up and buff all these guys. Yeah, we crush them on the walls, it's great. I want to get my Blood Knights inside, but if I'm completely honest, it's like Really bad. This is not going to work very well. Ooh, that mortis engine's taking a lot of damage. Let's just heal it up. Specifically. We're going to attack those Shades of Great Swords with our vampire. What about these guys? Going to attack the Dark Riders. Just got to start putting some pain onto like these Dark Riders at the center, and then they'll probably start to break. The first time in a while that I've actually used the Blood Knights in a siege intentionally. That gate's nearly broken open. Let's just wait a second. There we go. What's this happening here? All the Vargeist have decided to get involved. Okay. Well, I need to heal those up, and I'm gonna fly over the top. And get the Undeath Resurgent down. I should also use Millen to buff them up as well.
Von Carstein. I ascend.
I wonder if Millen has a breath attack actually. Using that would be a good idea. Just make sure we hit the right target. Never mind, looks like we've already broken them. Yep, job done. Oh, it was a bit rough, but oh well. Job done in the end. I'm going to try and get a decent invocation just to heal up some of these guys, especially these infantry that are pretty low. Okay, let's just do it.
Magic. Winds of death.
And that's it. End the battle there, decisive victory. The cavalry, yeah, really didn't do too much. So that's wiped out another Dark Elf army. I think we were wiping out quite a lot of Dark Elf armies in the last episode, but that's another one gone. Seems they're building cavalry armies now. Plenty of loot gained, lovely. And we'll take Grond. Grond actually is a gold settlement, which is really nice. There's also the Dark Tower of Prophecy here. This actually isn't that great. I mean, it does give us extra Winds of Magic Power Reserve for all armies, but the research rate's useless now because I'm pretty sure we've almost completed all of our research anyway. And the hero capacity and hero recruit rank for Necromancers is probably pretty damn high already due to all of the forbidden libraries we have. If we go to get a Necromancer, yeah, we can get them at level 10, and we can have 22 of them. That's just ridiculous. Okay. He has leveled up. Where should we go with his force? He's maxed out all of this stuff now. We could get him Dark Knight, but I'm tempted Get like magical reserves. At least. Or we could go down like the Darkling Skies route. He's only got like 4, 5 points left. 4 points, I think. Maybe like increasing Undying Horde's not a bad idea, just for the replenishment, since we've already got a couple points in that, and getting 15% would be really good, because his replenishment didn't look that great. Whereas Isabella's like really good, even though she isn't even in the settlement. We'll keep the Vampire Crypt. I'm going to get rid of the Forbidden Library. We'll get the Ghost Fence here, and we will also build the Tarnished Gold Shaft. This can be the Gibbet in where the Forbidden Library is. Good. Okay, so that's done. Warmond, let's have him come out and take this treasure. It's right next to us. I'm gonna go for Loot the Carcass. Okay, that's what I was hoping for, just like a crappy army that I could auto-resolve against. I would have played it out otherwise, but that's fine. That gives us another 6,000. I'll take it. And what next? Bernard. Bernard is at Packeyes Bay. I'm actually at 60% Vampiric Corruption here, which is really good. That's not good though, minus 12. We have Rudiger. Rudiger can go to the Ultra Spawns and colonize that. Nice. Let's build that up. Upgrade Aesling's Conclave. And I guess what I'm going to have to do is move back towards Aesling's Conclave so that I can get to Saal Encampment and sort out the public order here, because that is... We don't want that to rebel, basically, because since all of these settlements in Norska are terrible. They are like awful garrisons. They really are. And we could only safely take them when the Dark Elves were beat, which is why it's taken me so long to do that and to take out Norska and so on. There's no point in like having a war with Norska whilst also trying to sort out all of those settlements, because they're just really annoying. They don't make much money. The only reason we're taking them is because I want to own every settlement on the map for the campaign purposes. The theme of the campaign, that is. I'm just trying to find places to spend all this cash. Upgrade Val's Anvil. Upgrade the walls here, may as well. Well, here we can upgrade loads of stuff. Actually, let's do Venom Glade first, since we have the Rebellion nearby. And then we'll do the Crumbling Wharf. It probably makes sense to upgrade the Circle of Destruction, since it's just furthest away from the Rebellion. But oh well.
Lady of the Azray.
May as well upgrade that while we're there. Get that built up, and that's all of our money spent. We've got Commandment at Mountains of Hell. Let's go and put that into the Repressed Mortals. Prison Standard Bearers finishes next turn. Everything moved. Count Ewald staying where he is. Although saying that, I did have a great suggestion from you guys in the comments, which was to basically purposefully trespass on Wood Elf territory so that I force them to declare war on me eventually. But on top of that, I realized that I could do that just to spread more vampiric corruption. Like if I start recruiting a load of vampires and just make it so that they all spread vampiric corruption, we could be in a really good position. Like I'm pretty sure, like these vampires, they come in at level 12, we could just upgrade them to spread vampiric corruption. Let's see. We'll take Melissa, for example. Yeah, spread corruption. Increased by an additional 3. We could just recruit a bunch of them and just put them in the Wood Elf territories. Seems like a really good idea. Is there any nearby here that I can actually build them from? We should be able to, surely. Have I not built any vampire crypts? I can't believe that. Like this is the Forbidden Library. It should be vampire crypts, but it's not. I guess we could do it at like Castle Carcassonne maybe. Upgrade those buildings for now. We don't have enough money to do it yet. Yeah, all of these are Forbidden Libraries. I didn't realise we had so many of those and not as many vampire crypts. There's just none nearby. Oh, there's one at Caracazor. Okay, we can do it at Caracazor. Okay, cool. Vampire. We need how much? 1,000. Alright, so we'll recruit all of those vampires in the next turn. And we'll start doing that. Since we have enough income to not give a shit. Cool. Let's move on. We could also start recruiting them and sending them down to like the Blue Vipers lands and in Khemri and stuff. Just so that we do have like some sort of base vampiric corruption there. I'm really not too worried about where the Wood Elves are going. I just don't want them to take more settlements up north. I don't care if they take them anywhere else. The Cult of Pleasure we've got to keep an eye on, for sure. We're going to the Great Arena. That army's not even fully built, so we might be able to just attack that next turn with Isabella. Okay, and we'll skip the rest. What's Khemri gonna do? Oh, they took Pox Marsh. Alright. Well, the Blue Viper's getting beat right now. Real hard. Well, the Hung Warband has united against us. And that technology is done. Okay. Rebellion at the Trollheim Mountains in the next turn. That's not good. Can I maybe stop that from happening? Let's get Rudiger to move into that province. Okay, that's going to take it down to like -3. So we should be able to save it. Here we're going to want to get... I was going to say maybe a Balefire Brazier, but we were already at 76%. It might be worth just getting the Gibbet for the extra +1. Not sure. Let's go for the Balefire Brazier for now. Right, demolition complete. Let's build the... What was I going to build here instead? Why did I demolish it at Haggrave? Ah yes, for the walls. And here we demolished it for the Gibbet. Right, let's have a look at this army. Old Marathi's going cavalry again, surprise, surprise. Isabella, though, should be able to take out that settlement, so let's just go and attack the Great Arena.
Annihilate them.
Doesn't have a wall, so this will be an open field battle, which is pretty rough actually, since we don't actually have that much cavalry. But yeah, I think we're good. Let's fight this on the battle map. Marathi versus Isabella. It should be relatively simple. There are how many? 6, 7 Doomfire Warlocks. And they have 1 Dark Rider as well. Pretty cool map, honestly. Let's gamble for more wins. Actually, no, that's not. It's 23. What am I talking about? We'll just have this line up like so. I'm tempted to keep all my Blood Knights together. These guys can keep flying overhead. Okay, cool. This is my front line. We'll make that a group. Okay, cool. A lot of units that they have. Look at all that cavalry on the flank. It's going to be disgusting. And all of their mainline infantry is just... Yeah, all of their mainline infantry is just archers, more or less. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to have the Vargheists and our lords kind of deal with the ranged forces that aren't cavalry. But on this left flank, I can probably just pile into the Doomfire Warlocks with the Blood Knights and be okay. We like defeat this left flank. When did we get hit by their soul blight? Okay, that's not so bad. Just wait for that to run out and then we are good. Just stay out of range of the archers for now. That's another soul blight. That's not good. Well, how many soul blights do they have? Pretty nuts. Wow, okay. Yeah, no, don't do that. That is a lot of magic put onto those Blood Knights. Can I heal all of them? That is crazy. Okay, we're gonna put my lords and stuff into these. That is just nuts. Okay, we're gonna have to like just pile in to these units. So much magic and crap. I guess I'm actually gonna come into the back of these Black Ark Corsairs with the Vargos. I did not expect like so much damage to be done to my Blood Knights. Like that is just ridiculous.
Von Carstein. Slaughter them. His lady. We surpass Nagash.
Let's get the Undeath Resurgent going. And what are we losing here? I need to get an invocation on these guys. And we need to make sure that my Vargeist take off and start hitting the Shades. Although the Shades will do a lot of damage to my Vargeist if I'm not too careful. That's another thing that I've got to be worried about. So let's have Isabella go down and start hitting some. We need to start smashing some of these Doomfire Warlocks about. This is just ridiculous. I guess I can have a couple of Vargolfs go and attack these units as well. But I am really surprised that they did so much damage. Need to get these Blood Knights together, honestly. Is that my Vargeist just getting wrecked? I think it is. We're probably still going to win, but... Damn, this is like hard. So I'm just trying to get these together so I can invocate and then we can actually attack them. Alright, meanwhile, we do need to make sure that the rest of these units are doing stuff. Keep on top of all the ranged forces and so on. Well, apparently victory's in our grasp. I want another invocation if I can.
It is done. Yes, good.
I guess with this army being destroyed, there isn't really any other Dark Elf armies we really have to worry about for the time being. So there's that, but this is still not ideal. What an absolute mess this turned out to be.
Mortis engine. Vampire. Your desire.
I really don't like how some units like disengage automatically. I really wish there was like a without guard on, they just automatically charge after their target that they used to have. Like that would be the best way for this to work, because often like they'll try and cycle charge you when you're not looking, And then what it does is it causes your unit to end up disengaged, and then they'll just keep charging you over and over and over again. Which makes the micro like way more difficult than it needs to be. Like, units should follow their previous order. Always been something that I have complained about, I guess, but there we go. And we'll try and fit in another one just before the forces get off the field. Alright, that'll do. We only lost one unit of Vargeist, and there's potential that we'll get the Dead Rise again anyway. We didn't, which is unfortunate. But at least we destroyed that army, and we'll take the Great Arena, thank you very much. Okay, is there anything we can build here? No. Like I was, in terms of unique buildings, I was thinking. But that's the Great Arena under our control. Milland can take Spite Reach this turn. So let's just go and do that. Thank you very much. And we will keep the Thorny Orchard, that gives us public order. And I will build the Balefire Brazier. Raid the Balefire Brazier at Harganeth. And yeah, the Dark Elves, they have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 settlements left. Vlad can take the Temple of Cain, don't mind if I do. So much ground being taken. That's got a Gibbet and the Balefire Brazier in as well. Perfect. Okay, so Warmond is just recovering. That's fine. Meinrad. What are we doing with Meinrad? Ah, there is an army here. We want to destroy that, the Black Ark. I should have done that before I attacked the Great Arena. That was dumb. Oh well. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we take a lot of damage in a battle if there's not another army nearby, because we'll just replenish before we fight again regardless. But that was a bit silly that I didn't recognize that there was a Black Ark there before I did that attack, because I could have avoided all of that extra fire support that came in on my Blood Knights. We'll jump back towards Hagreif, and I think I'm going to send Meinrad down to deal with this rebellion, so let's do that. What is this consisting of? Just clan rats, I think. So it shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. And Meinrad, where do we want to put the points now? We've maxed out Master Strike. Curse of the Revenants, a good idea. Get an extra health. An assigned skill point for Malsar Richterless. I guess I'm going to give him a Barded Nightmare. Just so that he's a bit more active or speedy on the battlefield. At least this is positive though. Positive public order, guys. Wow, at the Agol Wastelands. Who knew that we could get there in the end?
This better be important.
I just Bethilda that we gotta move. Do we want to try and take out this assassin? Or maybe even the sorceress? We'll try and take out the assassin. That was a failure. Let's have a look at our research. Blood hunts, please. Settlement upgrade available. We do still have 68,000 to spend, so let's just see where we can spend that. Just gonna build everything I can in these recently taken settlements. Just checking around. We can build up the walls there. Build up some of this stuff on Althwan. And I guess there's quite a few buildings near Bordello and so on that we want to make. I also need to make those vampires. Yeah, let's upgrade all of these buildings. Okay, good. Now let's buy these vampires that I mentioned. Just gonna get them all.
What?
Oh, there's 4 to recruit. Nice.
Ready. Yes, my sire.
Are there any level 5?
Borders. I thirst.
Oh well.
Undead.
At least they still get the first 2.
Who wishes the red kiss?
We'll put the other points into specialist.
Yes, my sire. Now.
And they will hopefully level up over time.
Yes.
We just like taint the Oak of Ages. That would be quite funny. I think we're just going to send them all to like Valzanville and Crag Halls of Findor.
Yes, my lord of death. Yes.
Oh, I can't set that up yet. Never mind then. Let's make sure these are upgrading. Good. Let's move on to the next turn.
Welcome. Sit by.
I think it would have been better off making those vampires in a province that had extra recruit ranks, because when they're level 10 they can get the level 3 vampiric corruption, but I think it still goes like 1, 2, 3 anyway, so it's not like a massive difference. We can always do it again. I mean, like I said, I have loads of money, I have loads of like slots for them. We can just have as many vampires as we like. I'll just have another look in the next turn as to where we can recruit them in the future. Like Kragoth Deep was attacked. Probably sacked. But that is it. Wound success. On to Bathilda. Silly Bathilda. And unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So I am going to leave it here. What we're going to do in the next episode is carry on from the Temple of Cain with Vlad and hopefully start taking out the rest of these settlements that belong to the Dark Elves. We'll try and get those vampires into the Wood Elf territory. I'll look for another place where I can recruit those. But that's it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.